Did you notice that there is a voice in your head that almost never stops talking? The voice that tells you the same stories again and again. Some of them are about your past, something about that you should have or should have not done, or maybe some of them are about the future, your worries about what should you do if this or that will happen, and all sorts of different stories. I'm talking about overthinking. I was overthinking a lot in my life and suffered also from severe anxiety for many years, so I know what I'm talking about. And if you want to stop this habit of overthinking, to become more free of this voice and to finally feel better, then continue watching this video. In this video, I will share with you several tips that helped me to stop overthinking, and if you apply them, if you try them, they will also help you. But before we start to talk about these tips, there is another important thing to discuss. When you want to change something, your success depends on your reasons. How much do you want to change it? What is your motivation based on? What is your why? Why are you changing this? What for? So that's why you should think about how overthinking now influences your life and how it will be when it will change. So take a moment to think a bit about your reasons. I can give you some examples, but you need your own reasons. Maybe some of them will resonate with you. And if you're already watching this video, it means that you're already looking for the things that can help you with overthinking, and it means that you already have some of motivation. You just need to make it stronger, or maybe you already have enough. So what can change? Maybe you will stop worrying, or you will worry less and instead will do more instead of just thinking. Maybe you will feel more present and live more fully every moment of your life. Maybe you just want to feel some peace, to feel calmer and happier. Maybe you want to have some break of these thoughts and of these worries. No matter what it is, the main thing, you need to understand what it is for you. Why you're doing this, what will change, and why this change is important for you. If you want to have a bit more information about how to get more motivation about doing something, I have another great video on this topic. I will put the link below in the description. The title of the video is about how to stop procrastinating and start taking action, but there is a great exercise that I took from Tony Robbins that explains how you can motivate yourself for almost everything you want to do. So let's agree that you have enough motivation and that you know what are your reasons, and we can start. The first tip that I would like to share with you is journaling, and more specifically it's the morning pages technique. Morning pages is a technique that was created by Julia Cameron, and she introduced it in her book The Artist Way, but you don't need to read the book if you want to use it. And have another video that's about journaling, where I talk about morning pages, how you do it. Here I will repeat a bit myself and will give more information, like specifically for overthinking and how can you use this journaling to work on your overthinking. So the idea is that you need to write in the morning, once you get up, 3 full pages. I would say if you use this for like overthinking reason, if you don't have time in the morning, you can do it any other time of the day. It just, this journaling is well known under the name of morning pages, and people prefer to write it in the morning. You can do it whatever you want. How you should do it? You should just write everything that comes to your mind, everything that you think about, and if you want to stop overthinking, probably you have a lot of things going on in your head, a lot of thoughts. So you just start writing them, and at first, without even analyzing, getting some specific idea where it should come, what results you should have, just putting everything on the paper, and it will already give you a bit more awareness about what's going on in your mind. It will give you more clarity, and you will feel a bit more free. When all the stories floating around in your mind, and they usually comes and goes, change to other stories, probably or they repeat it. They don't have a closure, they don't have the end, they come again. Once you write on them, you could already feel a bit different. Of course, it will not disappear in one day or in one shot, but you should see the difference quite quickly. The result that you can get from it will appear if you will use it regularly on everyday basis, and after maybe a week, 2 months, the more often you do it, the more results you see. And how they can help you, more practical way. When you will write this from day to day, you will start noticing that there are some repeating patterns, maybe some specific fear, some doubt, some decision that you can't make, some maybe unresolved issue from the past, something that you really want and you can't get. Maybe there are different things, but you will notice that they are repeating, they are the same, and you will start seeing your patterns. So it will be already help for you. The first help is that you become free, you a bit free your mind. You remove this is a task in your mind that makes you continue to think, to look for solution, or to think how to do it in the other way. You put it on the paper, and it gives you some feeling that you've done something about it. You get some ideas, you get some more information, you get some insights, and some of the thoughts can disappear, some can stay and can be repeatedly, as I said, and you will see it. And when you see these patterns or fears or something, you can make a list what need to be solved, what need to be changed. Maybe you notice that, okay, I have this fear, I need to do something about it, or I have this unresolved issue from the past, can't forgive someone, I can't let go of this specific situation. You need to find what are your triggers, what are your patterns, and then by knowing it, you already can choose what to do about it. There are plenty of ways. I can't tell here about all of them because there are many, they are different, but depending on yours, you can start looking for solution, and you can create yourself some kind of plan or to-do list where you will go with this. But I can say that writing morning pages is so helpful. For me, it's a tool that I'm still using, and I'm using it for years, not on everyday basis, but I start for some periods and I stop, and every time when I catch myself in this moment when I can't make some decision, when I feel maybe a bit stuck or in some loop, and I can't stop thinking about something, I start writing morning pages again. I never expect the results straight away from the first day. Sometimes it happens. I know that even I don't see anything straight away, I need to do it, continue writing, then things changing. I can really feel how there is becoming more space in my mind, that I feel more awareness, more clarity, and sometimes it helps me start taking some action straight away, or make some decision when I see oh, I can't continue thinking about this anymore, the same. So you should just give it a try and you will see how it works. I'm actually planning to make a whole video about morning pages, about benefits, and tell my story, what big decisions I made thanks to this and what changes. So if you have any question, leave me a comment below, and I will make sure that I cover this question in my next video about morning pages. The second really helpful thing is meditation. And I'm sure you probably heard a lot about it, and many people do meditations, and they talk about this, and there are plenty of ways to meditate. Sometimes difficult to choose what is the best for you, what's right, what's wrong. First, there is no right, no wrong. Each person is different, and you can find something that works better for you. But meditation is not just spiritual practice, it also helps you to feel better emotionally and to create some changes in your life, because it's influence your mind and it influence your emotional states, and then how from the different states you do different things and get different results. So it's something very practical and something that can help you. The idea, when you think about meditation, instead of analyzing your thoughts, because with morning pages, with journaling, it's more about analyzing, looking for some closures, making some decisions, and it's helpful, but it's not the only tool. Meditation is the tool when, instead of analyzing, or instead of fighting with your thoughts, instead of trying to tell yourself, stop thinking, it's nothing, it's not helping you, saying this to yourself also not helping, but creating some maybe distance from your thoughts and observing them is helping. And sometimes you can do it by changing the focus. Focus not is on your thoughts. You're not trying to fix them. You're not even trying to change them in this specific moment when you're meditating. But you just accept that they are here. You see them, yes, they're there. Maybe you don't like them. And you also accept the fact that you don't like them, but they're there. They're coming and going. But you try not to get this emotional connection to them. You just observe. Maybe you can be a bit curious. But your focus will be on something different. Also depends what you're choosing. You can choose some meditation that focuses more on breathing, or maybe meditation when you start connecting more with your body and feeling what's going on with your body, or other practices. There are really a lot of them. But the goal is, when you decide to meditate, you should not start it with the idea I will meditate now for 10 minutes, half an hour, and then I will stop overthinking. I will not worry anymore and everything will be great. This puts you in the wrong state, and the states, again, of this problem solving, and gives more food to your mind to continue to create more thoughts and more worries from this. You need to change the approach with the different goal. The goal to learn to be present with yourself and with your thoughts and with everything that's coming to you when you're meditating. And there is a reason why I talk about this goal or motivation that you choose before you start meditating. I was doing it in a way that maybe was not the best, I would say. It still was helping, but my focus was always there, now I will meditate and then this or this will change. I'll feel better and all the things. Things were changing, I was feeling better. But only when I finally learned to have the process of meditation as my goal, and when I learned to enjoy this process, and when I stopped this fight with my thoughts and I just let them to exist, to come and go, then the real change happened. Then I understood that there is no much value in continuing looking for this perfect solution. Sometimes we can't make a decision when we think that there is only one right solution and the other one is wrong, and we want to figure it out with our logical mind, but we don't have information because we don't know the future, but we're trying to guess this, and this is not helpful. When I understood that is not really helping, and what is really helping is being present and being in this moment and just being curious and just feeling and observing. It's quite difficult to start, but once you do it, you get in better and better, and you could catch your moment. Choose what feels better for you, because there are different types. And the third tip that I want to share is actually quite connected to the previous one, and maybe it will help together. I made my previous video as a review on Eckhart Tolle's book, A New Earth. And I share in this video what have changed after, and how do I feel now after practicing what he's teaching. And I really recommend you to read this book, or maybe to watch his videos on YouTube, or to read other books, because he's given this idea about how is it to be present, how is it to disconnect a bit from your mind and to find what else is there inside us that is not just our thoughts. And that's how you change your focus. Instead of solving overthinking by overthinking on top of it, you focusing on something else. You finding what else is there. Who is there in me who doesn't want to overthink? Who is there with me who feels that these thoughts are leading me nowhere, maybe? And what I noticed by practicing presence and by listening and reading Eckhart Tolle, that actually when you letting things go and when you think less, it's not like that you stopped doing everything and you just meditating all day long. No, it gives you this clarity to make right decisions about actions right here and right now, when your mind is not occupied of all the regrets or worries. It's free to make decisions here. It's free to take actions. It's free to doing what's need to be done. And I will not go too deep into this here, because there is another video where I review it, and there is a book that you can read. And the fourth and the last thing for today that you can use to stop overthinking is life coaching. And of course, as a life coach, I can't skip this one, because it's really helpful, and it works more in the way how morning pages can help you, not as meditation. It's a bit two different approaches. It works with your mindset. It works in a way that when you have a life coaching session, first you have a safe environment where you can share everything that's going on in your mind, and this is already helpful. Second, you have questions that helps you to find what is really important for you that you need to focus on, and it helps you to see these specific patterns and doubts that I was talking with you before when I was talking about morning pages. And especially if you found some unresolved issue or something that you can't decide, something you don't know how to do, if you found it when you were writing or thinking, that's what you can bring to life coaching, and you can have a help with this, because life coach will give you these tools and will ask you these questions that will go deeper, and you can find the root that can be changed. It will help you to keep focus on your goals, on what you really want, on finding your real values. So instead of continue being in this loop of thoughts and stories that just going again and again, you will be moving in the direction that you will choose. So you will choose during the session what is important for you, what is that you want, why you want this, why it's important for you. You will get the motivation that you need, and you will find what is there inside that till now didn't let you create this change that you want, and you will change it, and you you will grow, you will move, and you can experience this transformation, that instead of keeping this habit of overthinking, your mindset will change in a way that your thoughts will be moving like towards your goals, towards what you want, and more like in problem solving way than in just repeating and creating more stories to worry, to be sad, to be scared, to regret, and all this kind of things. All the tips that I shared here are not just some ideas based on nothing. It's something that I not only was doing or was using, I'm doing it on regular basis, depending on what's going on in my life. And it's something that I'm sure about, something that always working, always helping, and something that I've chosen for me, and I can see results in myself. And also these methods, techniques, tips, they are used not only by me, they are used by plenty of other people. So, and I work on this overthinking in both way, and on mindset, that is, like I said, morning pages, journaling, and life coaching. This is work more with mindset, and meditation, and learning to be present, and this kind of practices. They this is level more of a bit disconnecting from your mind, finding that this thought is not everything that you have. So that's, I think, how it works better when you use approaches from two different sides, and like this you benefit much more. If you have any questions, you can leave me a comment below, and subscribe to my channel if you want to get notification about my new videos.